this video I'm actually doing a collaboration with one of my favourite YouTubers. Some of you might remember her from her old channel Man Woman Film. She actually has a new channel which I've linked down in the description box, and you really should check her out because she is hands down one of the best makeup artists on YouTube. First thing I'm going to do is apply a primer all over the lid, and for this one I'm going to be using a shimmery primer. You don't need much, you only need a blob about the size of a grain of rice. Next I'm going to be using a golden brown eyeshadow, and this one's got a little bit of a hint of green in it. And I'm going to apply this on the outer corner of the eye in a bit of a twisted triangle shape. Now moving on to more of a coppery reddish, we're going to apply this in the middle of the lid. And finally in the inner corner I'm going to be using a bit of a bright gold. Once you've applied the gold, start blending all the colours in, and you can use whatever kind of brush you prefer, or your fingers if you want, whatever works better for you. But I'm going to be using a small contour brush, and I'm going to use this to just really gently blend all the colours together. To darken the eyeshadow a little bit in the outer corner, I'm going to be using a Kajal eyeliner, and so I'm just going to dab it and then blend it out using the same brush I used previously. And now taking an eyeliner brush, I'm going to be using the same Kajal eyeliner and lining the eye, making sure that I create a point in the inner corner of the eye, a wing on the outer corner, and then a second wing on the lower lid. Wipe away any fallout that you might have had from the eyeshadow. And now taking either a green, a turquoise or a blue eyeliner, we're going to line the waterline. And now with a purple cream eyeliner, I'm going to apply this in the inner corner of the eye. Now it's okay if you don't have this product, you can also use a purple eyeshadow or a purple eyeliner to do exactly the same. For the strip in between the two wings that I drew previously, I'm actually going to be using a concealer. So taking an eyeliner brush, I'm going to apply this in between the two wings and then blend it out either with my fingers or a cotton bud. I'm going to reapply the eyeliner just to make sure that it's really nice and dark, and then for the blending all around the eye I'm going to be using a cotton bud, and this is sometimes easier than using a brush. Apply a little bit of matte white eyeshadow just underneath the arch of the brow. Now moving on to false eyelashes, you want to pick something which is natural but flared at the same time. And once I've applied that, I'm going to be taking a plum lip liner and I'm going to line the lips, making sure that I really fill in the outer corner. Once you've filled in the lips, you want to take a lip brush or your fingers and blend this all out. Now I'm going to be using a lip paint on top. Now with the lip paints, they're extremely pigmented, so you only need a really small blob. That small blob that I just took then could quite literally cover the entire back of my hand, so they're extremely pigmented and you only need a tiny amount. If you go overboard, this is going to bleed, so you do have to be careful. Finish off with foundation and blush, and that's it, you're done.